Welcome to ITtv, the Golden Tee Golf, Silver Strike Bowling, and Target Toss Pro podcast network.
Hello and welcome to a special behind-the-scenes edition of ITtv, Incredible Technologies podcast network. I'm here today with Jim Zielinski in Jim's office. Jim Zielinski is the co-creator of Golden Tee Golf and Golden Tee's virtual course architect. Jim, I appreciate you taking time out of your day today to let us invade your office space.
It's okay.
Yeah, how many holes have you created? It must be in the thousands.
Holes, I don't know. Close to 90 courses, maybe a little bit more.
90 golf
Close
courses.
to 100 maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 1,800 holes, something like that.
What we're here today to talk about is Dave Hollingshead of St. Charles, Missouri. He won the GoldenTee.com Design a Hole contest, the first ever contest that we had. He had 10,000 votes. It was a fun project that you were a big part of. I know you were a part of the pre-selection screening. You and Larry went through, about 50 hole designs?
Yeah, we had 50 or so, maybe more. But we went through all of them, looked at them all on a nice, big projector and kind of evaluated what would work in the game, what was, fun. The one thing that I look for is whether the hole's going to make a player think and make choices, and that's the big one for me. Is that if when you're on the tee, you have a decision to make rather than just let's hit it out in the fairway and try to get to the green. So the ones that I chose and voted for with Larry were the ones that I thought, well, the player's going to have to do a little thinking on it, because I think that's more fun.
And they got to be practical, I assume, in the actual game, feasible?
Yeah, they have to be feasible. They have to be something that we could possibly do. I don't think we saw too many that we couldn't do. I don't think there weren't that many. Most of them we could have done. There were some that just wouldn't work.
So what stuck out to you when you initially saw Dave's design of the falls?
Well, I thought it was kind of neat. We've never done anything where we actually hit through or around a waterfall before. We've had waterfalls in the games, but I thought that was kind of neat. I also liked the fact that he had a risk-reward variant in the shot where you could go, choose to go for it all and drive the green in one, or you play it safe and go around on the left side.
Now, what was it like working off of somebody else's vision, somebody else's piece of art?
I thought it was kind of neat. For me, it was trying to recreate what he wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that, that what he came up with and what was voted on was what we did. I didn't want to, put my stamp on it or anything like that.
Well, why don't you take us through on your computer here exactly how you went through the process, where it began, and how you ended up with the hole design.
I have this in Photoshop, and really what I did with that, I can import this into my 3D program, into 3D Studio, and show that in the background. So what I did, I brought that into 3D Studio and I made an exact outline tracing of all the elements in the hole.
In his design.
In the design, and then from there I extruded those and made those into a 3D model. And I'll show you that model here.
Yeah, because he suggested a few heights and things like that.
Right, he says it would have a 50 to 60 degree or foot slope from the tee to the green, and that's what we gave him. Exactly 60 feet. So here is now more of a completed version of just the mesh in the hole, and I can show you like a 3D version of how that looks. So you can see we have cliffs here. You can see the waterfall as it goes over.
Now, was that tricky to do, to actually get the water to make it that far over?
Oh, we'd never really done that before, but I had to make sure that I made this back cliff high enough where the waterfall, would have enough room to clear the green. And then, after that, we put the trees on it, so you can see those trees as they are now. We also put a little sign in here, which I thought was kind of nice for the show, who won the contest. Guy Dave can have his little stamp on Golden Tee forever.
Now, Dave submitted his whole design with a Microsoft Paint drawing that he did here. You have up on your screen. How do you usually start a whole design? I usually start with a pencil sketch, and I'll sketch out what I want. From there, I'll go into a 3D package, program called 3D Studio, where I'll recreate the pencil sketch there and then create a 3D version of what I'm doing, which is really essentially what we did with Dave's thing. We took his initial
drawing, and I wanted to be meticulous because he won the contest.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to change it and alter it and make it something different, because what the people voted for, I wanted to make sure is what they ended up playing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went down to the, as far as we could go, as far as recreating this exactly as he drew it up.
So, Jim, where actually did you put this hole in the game?
Well, we thought about some different courses, and the most logical fit for us was the Black Hills course, which is where, located in the vicinity of Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. And there were a lot of elevation changes and rocks and things like that, so that seemed like the best fit for us. So that's where we put it, and it can be found on hole 15.
Well, this looks great, and I know there's a world of Golden Tee players that are excited to see this, particularly one guy from St. Charles, Missouri,
cool.
that's really excited to see it. So I appreciate you doing all the work and getting
Sure.
this in there, Jim, and we're looking forward to a fun 2009 with Golden Tee Golf.
Okay,
Thank you very much, and thanks for giving us time in your office today.
Okay, thanks.
And for more information on Golden Tee 2009 or ITtv, visit goldentee.com today and learn more.